Today we will be discussing about the Android tab layout using ViewPager and fragments. So first of all, what is tab layout? Tab layout provides horizontal layout to display tabs. We can display more screens in a single screen using tabs. User can swipe the tabs quickly. As we have used the WhatsApp app, you can see that there are 3 tabs overhead and you just swipe through different screens. So first of all, let's create a new project. And name it Android tab layout. Then select your minimum APIs and then next, and here we have to use the tabbed activity. Next, so make sure you use the navigation style using action bar tabs with ViewPager and then click on finish. It will start building the Android tab layout, and after it has done, we have to include the design dependency and the fragment support manager of version 4. So just open your Android Studio and create a new project for now, and then create an Android tab layout using tabbed activity. When your project loads, go to File, and then click on Project Structure, and there in Modules there will be App option, and on go to Dependencies, and there click on plus sign. Then select the app layout. Then we will be including the V4 support manager and the design. If it's already included, leave it. Otherwise, include it from here. Here it is, the support.design. So it's already included, so I won't include it. And then click on OK to import all. Then as the tabbed activity will looks something which have a toolbar on it, and when you click on the tab item, the respective fragments will be displayed on. So first of all, we will create our 3 fragments. Say fragment tab 1, and then respectively create 2 more if you are doing it for 3. First decide how many tabs you need. So let's say I'm making it for 3 tabs, so I will need 3 fragments. And in each fragment I will just add a text view. So let's copy this text view and then open Fragment tab 2 and paste it there. Then just edit their names like tab 1 and then tab 2. In Fragment tab 3 we will do the same thing. These are hard-coded values. You can add this text value in your string file, that is in values. And here it is our 3 fragments. So after you have defined all the 3 fragments layout that you will be needing, then open the Java directory and click on that where it is the main activity and include a class file and name it Pager or let's first create our fragment classes. So let's say tab 1 fragment, and then it will be importing a class called fragment, that is v4, and then click on OK. Here it is. Then we have to override the onCreateView because this function is responsible for the layout arrangement, and then view we create a reference variable and then use the inflator that has been passed to this onCreateView and then inflate. And here you have to put the layout of, let's say this is the tab 1 fragment, so I will be using the fragment tab 1 and then container and then write false and then return this view. Similarly, we will be creating 2 more fragments. Let's say tab 2 fragment, and then we will be overriding the onCreateView. Then using inflator we will inflate. Then return the view to its hosting tab, and here it is, one last fragment, tab 3 fragment. It will be importing the fragment class and then OK. As we have done in the last 2 fragments, we will be doing the same. So the tab 3 fragment will be inflating the fragment tab 3, that is this XML file, respectively 1, 2 will be hosting its fragment tab 1, fragment tab 2, and we are now done with the fragment classes and their respective layouts. So we will create a new class that will be called Pager, and it will import fragment state pager adapter. Here it is. So after we have done that, we will override if any functions the method. We are going to override these methods. So first of all, we will create a int type. Let's set to tab the count, how many tabs we have, and then we will also create a constructor with Fragment Manager, and int we will pass the tab count. Then we will pass the Fragment Manager to its constructor and initialize this tab count to tab count that will be passing through, that will pass through this constructor, the parameter. And then we will be overriding the get item method. So here it is. So this will return the current tab. So what we need is a switch case. Depending upon the which position of tab it's opened, we will get that object of the view. So let's case 0 for now. And then the tab we have created was fragment, tab 1 fragment. So just name it tab 1 fragment is equals to new tab 1 fragment. It will create a object of it and return that reference variable which contains that object, tab 1 fragment. So similarly we will do it for other two tabs. And then return that tabs object. So now we are going for tab 3. And then return the tab 3 object to its reference variable and make a default statement where it returns null. So now we are done with the get item method. So there is one more method we have to override, that is get count. It will return initially 0, but we have used a variable to get the number of tabs, so we'll be returning that value from here. And now we are using the toolbar here. As you can see that here is toolbar, so we don't need the action bar. So just go to your values and there in styles, and here it will be set to theme.app compat light.action bar. So just make it no action bar, and we are done with it. Just make sure you remove the action bar from here, and then we will be creating our main activity. We will be modifying our MainActivity.java file. So just go to your main activity, and here the Android Studio has pretty defaultly make some changes. So what we need here is just let it be and create our new variables. Here already the ViewPager has been declared, so we need a private we need a variable of TabLayout. So just make sure you import it also, and then TabLayout, the variable is created. So what we need these two variables, and then after that just remove this M section page adapter, because we will be using the pager class that we have made. And then get the tab ID. So M TabLayout is equals to, we will be using TabLayout, and then find view by id r.id.tabs. So here in your activity here is the tab layout and its ID is tabs. So we are reference to this ID in our main activity so that we can interact with the Java class. And then next we are going to add the tabs. So use that TabLayout and then add tab. Here are the set of constructor that you can use methods to add tab, and we will be using the first method, and there TabLayout dot new tab dot set text, and in there whatever you want to show. So for example, let's say what we have done is TabLayout and we have added the tab and then we have created a new tab, and let's say I have named it tab 1. So similarly we are going to create 3 more tabs. So just paste it for 3 and edit the text for each one, and then set the tab gravity. The tab gravity here will be TabLayout dot gravity fill. So here it is, and after that we will initialize the ViewPager. So here it has already done for the ID and has also set the adapter. So we don't need it to set the adapter now, because ViewPager, let's say we take the object. First we will be creating adapter, and then we will using the constructor that we have built in the pager class and pass the get supported Fragment Manager and the tab count. So TabLayout, whatever the layouts, and you have added 3, so it will return 3 tabs. So just type get tab count, and here it will return the value the number of tabs that we have created in the Java files. So now we will be adding using the adapter to the pager. So ViewPager and then dot set adapter. The adapter reference variable is adapter, so pass it here, the parameter, and then we have set the parameter. So you have to write the code how when we swipe through the screens, what will happen. So ViewPager dot add on page change listener. You will be using this method, and then we will create a new anonymous class of on page change listener. It has 3 methods that it need to override, but we will modify the on page selected, whatever page you have selected. According to that we will be modifying it. So it has a position parameter in it, and then we will use the TabLayout to set a scroll position. It needs 3 parameters. So first parameter what we will be passing is position, then 0, and then true, and then after that we will be set selected, and then we'll passing true, and then as we have already taken the ID of tabs and then set up with the ViewPager, what we are going to do now is create a listener for TabLayout dot add on tab selector. Then we will be creating an anonymous class on tab select listener. It will also have 3 methods that it need to override. So on the tab selected, whatever button tab you will be clicking, it will use the ViewPager. Then it will set the current item to tab. This is the parameter that we going to use, tab dot get position. So we will be getting that position and we'll move to that tab, and the ViewPager will move the screens according to that. So we are done now, and let's run it. I will be putting all the source code in my description of this video. You can refer to that. And make sure that you create 3 fragments for each 3 fragment layouts, and each fragment will return its view to that class tabs here, because here we are hosting the fragments through tab. Normally in cases the fragment is hosted through its activity, but here it is hosted through tab. So it will return its view to the tab, and based on that ViewPager will select that a screen will be displayed, or the user may interact with the tab button. So when it interacts with the tab button, it also displays it according to that. So the Android virtual device has been started, and here as you can see that I have been swiping, but when I click on the apps, the screen are also changing, but there is no text. So let's check out the MainActivity, and it says has already been looked up. So there may be possibility that I have so I have done it here, and I have also set up here the same code, because I have created, and there was one previously created from the Android Studio, so I am deleting this one and then try to run it. So it's installing the APK, and now here it is, tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, they are texts. So and when I swap it through tab 2, tab 1, you can swap it, or you can just click on the buttons to interact with it. So thank you for watching, and please do like this video. If this video was beneficial for you, you can check out the source code in my blog or in the description here. I will be providing the links here. So please subscribe to our channel, and please do like this video. Thank you for watching.